Four Republicans have filed to run for Ohio's 9th Congressional District, all vying for their party's nomination to challenge the longest-serving Congresswoman, Marcy Kaptur. Today, one of them is here with us, Air Force veteran and local business owner Wayne Kinsel. Wayne, welcome. You just started a business, Voodoo Brewing Company, this spring, and here you are. You got a lot on your plate.
A lot on my plate. I have a fantastic wife to thank for all that.
What made you suddenly decide to get into politics as well as the small business?
The small business was we wanted to do something good for this community that we've been living in, and it's been fantastic. Toledo supported us from the beginning. Politics came from, I retired early. I made the next rank in the Air Force, and I retired early for the family.
Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force now, and looking at your resume, you've been all over the world, all kinds of things. You have a wide range of experience thanks to the military.
I do.
And a very understanding family.
I do. And I look at politics as the next logical step of service. You cannot wear the uniform for 26 years and not care about this country.
That's a good point. It is so difficult to get the nomination, first of all, because there's a variety of candidates, one of which, Aaliyah Nadim, is also a veteran.
Exactly. Taking
her first foray into politics. The other two have been in politics for quite a while. But first of all, in a campaign like this, how do you get the campaign started, and what's the point of attack? How do you make that happen?
Fantastic team. I have a great team behind me. Andy Stewart is my media director, local guy. I've got a great general contractor that I hired out of Florida who is friends of the family, and then I have great mentors in D.C. What we've been doing, we focused on Lucas County to start with, and then we've been out to Erie County, and then made some great headway in Fulton County.
Do you have to, you have to get the nomination before you can even run against Marcy. But Marcy, I guess, is the focus because everyone wants to take her down. What's your plan of attack for that?
Yeah, so the plan of attack, I'm running on three principles, personal principles of trust, service, and change. If I tell you something, Dan, that I'm going to do it, and I look you in the eye and say I'm going to do it, I'm going to go do it. And if I find an obstacle or a reason that I can't get it done, I'm going to come back to you and explain to you why, and then come up with another plan of attack to get there. And then service, I spent 26 years in uniform. Like I told you, I feel this is the next logical step of service. I have been a commander 3 times. I've got to serve in some of the most stressful environments imaginable to man. And I know I'm ready for this type of job.
In weighing a run for Congress, you probably looked at the pros and cons of it. One pro is that you have not been stained by being a politician.
That is correct.
But the downside is you have no experience in politics, and that's a double-edged sword.
It is a double-edged sword, but I learned as a commander, you put the best people around you, you hire the right team, you take all the data in, and then you're the person making the decision. And that's exactly how I roll up my sleeves in Congress.
Marcy Kaptur has been in Congress since the early 80s, and I know that the Republicans would love to take that seat back. Northwest Ohio historically has supported her very, very well. What vulnerability do you see she has?
I think it's time for change, and there's 3 things that I want to focus on, which is empowering this economy. I look at this place and I see a deep water port that reaches the ocean, a 2-mile runway. I feel businesses to be begging Northwest Ohio to come in. Number 2, I'm focused on agriculture. My wife's from a 4th-generation farming family. We've been spending a lot of time with agriculture leaders, just listening. I'm not pretending that I'm the expert, but asking, what do you want in your representative? And then finally, I feel that you need to be strengthened in the family and giving families the opportunity to make a decision on what their children should be taught locally.
The primary is next spring. Are you working more toward getting the name out then first to get people to know Wayne Kinsel's running for Congress? What's the timetable for the next step to when you go off and really start hitting the campaign trail?
We've been at this for 2.5 weeks and there's no stop. Like I said, we've been all the way out to Archbold, all the way back out to Sandusky a few times. As many people as we can touch, the better off that we can be.
The economy is pretty good here, do you feel, or what needs to be changed here?
I think I started a business here, and Toledo supporting us like no other. I think the economy is good, but it can always be better. I look at Toledo as an amazing place to live, but I also look at some of the other cities in Columbus and see the opportunities they're getting. There are generational opportunities right now that this city could go after.
You mentioned farming. What about farming is something that you feel you can work to improve and help?
The family farm. I believe that the family farm is a backbone of our society, and supporting family farms, making sure that they have a representative that listens to them, make sure that policies are in place that also allow them to do fair farming against corporations, and just understanding all their needs.
You're right about that. The small family farm is really struggling to stay afloat given the pressures they're getting from all the corporations around them. What have you seen in ways that can help that?
Like I said, we've been listening to Farm Bureau leaders. They've been trying to get a farm bill across the finish line. I think it's kind of stuck. I don't even think it's partisan. It's the representatives that have farming in their districts and representatives that don't. But that was a big thing that they told me, is getting the farm bill across.
One last question. Probably to be elected against Marcy, you've got to probably convince a lot of Republicans that you're aligned with President Trump, or whether it's J.D. Vance, the next phase with the whole thing. But then also you've got to demonstrate to people that we need to make a change and more align ourselves as somebody along with the administration's program, not against it, as Marcy Kaptur has.
Exactly. I feel that President Trump and J.D. Vance, Vice President Vance, are doing a great job. I like where the administration's going, but I'm also a very practical guy. As a military officer, you become apolitical, and it's just been refreshing that I can start talking about politics again.
Wayne, it was nice meeting you, and best of luck to you. You got a lot of work to your next several months, but good luck to you as you run for U.S. Congress's Republican seat.